nigga, you just better run fast. Yeah, they call me Deuce Crip. No bitch, I get it lit. I'm from 1-5 Deuce, where all my niggas keep the stick. We on your block with Nike Tex and ski mask. You see me, little nigga, you just better run fast. Yeah, they call me Deuce the Crip. No bitch, I get it lit. I'm from 1-5 Deuce, where all my niggas keep the stick. They also call me Fat BC, bitch, that's always in the hood. Gotta keep a Nike Tech in so if a nigga wanna get judged. I ain't fucking with the ops, best believe I up a shot. Niggas say he G blanking, watch his 30 hit his top. Smacking slaves, go insane, double landing with the game. Fuck ceilings on my mama, bitch, I let the 30 bang. Fuck whoever this the hood, if I see you, you better bud. I'm with the BRGs on my mama, we all hood. Bitch, you rollin' or you moving? All my gangsters get to hoopin'. Let me see my op like, and I bet this 30 get to shootin'. Who the fuck is my ops? Honestly, no opinion. If I got my Glock, bitch, I'm finna leave them wanna see me. No jumper, bitch, I'm with the homies, all sudden. Dog double in, your bitch wanna be with the gang. If that nigga got some gold, I have the homies get his chain. I'm a chain snatcher, bitch, I'm a reverse Johnny Dane. On hood, niggas take it to the net, cause they know they scary. I got a big ass stick, and I ain't talking hairy. Y'all niggas rats, I'm tryna kill you like Tom and Jerry. When it's go time, nigga, I bet you really scary. On hood, devil in, bitch, on hood. Fear the homies, nigga. On nothing nice, bitch, against the kid, nigga. Dead homies. We on your block with Nike Tex and ski mask. You see me, little nigga, you just better run fast. Yeah, they call me Deuce the Crip. No bitch, I get it lit. I'm from 1-5 Deuce, where all my niggas keep the stick. We on your block with Nike Tex and ski mask. You see me, little nigga, you just better run fast. Yeah, they call me Deuce the Crip. No bitch, I get it lit. I'm from 1-5 Deuce, where all my niggas keep the stick. They also call me Fat BC, bitch, that's always in the hood. Gotta keep a Nike Tech in so if a nigga wanna get judged. I ain't fucking with the ops, best believe I up a shot. Niggas say he G blanking, watch his 30 hit his top. Smacking slaves, go insane, double landing with the game. Fuck ceilings on my mama, bitch, I let the 30 bang. Fuck whoever this the hood, if I see you, you better bud. I'm with the BRGs on my mama, we all hood. Bitch, you rollin' or you moving? All my gangsters get to hoopin'. Let me see my op like, and I bet this 30 get to shootin'. Who the fuck is my ops? Honestly, no opinion. If I got my Glock, bitch, I'm finna leave them wanna see me. No jumper, bitch, I'm with the homies, all sudden. Dog double in, your bitch wanna be with the gang. If that nigga got some gold, I have the homies get his chain. I'm a chain snatcher, bitch, I'm a reverse Johnny Dane. On hood, niggas take it to the net, cause they know they scary. I got a big ass stick, and I ain't talking hairy. Y'all niggas rats, I'm tryna kill you like Tom and Jerry. When it's go time, nigga, I bet you really scary. On hood, devil in, bitch, on hood. Fear the homies, nigga. On nothing nice, bitch, against the kid, nigga. Dead homies.
Questions by themselves before they come to the house.
Donnie produces.
We on your block with Nike Tex and ski mask. You see me, little nigga, you just better run fast. Yeah, they call me Deuce the Crip. No bitch, I get it lit. I'm from 1-5 Deuce, where all my niggas keep the stick. We on your block with Nike Tex and ski mask. You see me, little nigga, you just better run fast. Yeah, they call me Deuce the Crip. No bitch, I get it lit. I'm from 1-5 Deuce, where all my niggas keep the stick. They also call me Fat BC, bitch, that's always in the hood. Gotta keep a Nike Tech in so if a nigga wanna get judged. I ain't fucking with the ops, best believe I up a shot. Niggas say he G blanking, watch his 30 hit his top. Smacking slaves, go insane, double landing with the gang. Fuck ceilings on my mama, bitch, I let this 30 bang. Fuck whoever this the hood, if I see you, you better bud. I'm with the BRGs on my mama, we all hood. Bitch, you rollin' or you moving? All my gangsters get to hoopin'. Let me see my op like, and I bet this 30 get to shootin'. Who the fuck is my ops? Honestly, no opinion. If I got my Glock, bitch, I'm finna leave them wanna see me. No jumper, bitch, I'm with the homies, all sudden. Dog double in, your bitch wanna be with the gang. If that nigga got some gold, I have the homies get his chain. I'm a chain snatcher, bitch, I'm a reverse Johnny Dane. On hood, niggas take it to the net, cause they know they scary. I got a big ass stick, and I ain't talking hairy. Y'all niggas rats, I'm tryna kill you like Tom and Jerry. When it's go time, nigga, I bet you really scary. On hood, devil in, bitch, on hood. Fear the homies, nigga. On nothing nice, bitch, against the kid, nigga. Dead homies.
Donnie produces.
We on your block with Nike Tex and ski masks, you see me. Little nigga, you just better run fast. Yeah, they call me Deuce the Crib. Little bitch, I get it lit. I'm from 1-5 Deuce, bro. All my niggas keep the stick. We on your block with Nike Tex and ski masks, you see me. Little nigga, you just better run fast. Yeah, they call me Deuce the Crib. Little bitch, I get it lit. I'm from 1-5 Deuce, bro. All my niggas keep the stick. They also call me Fat BC, bitch, that's always in the hood. Gotta keep a Nike Tech case if a nigga wanna get judged. I ain't fucking with the ops, best believe I up a shot. Niggas say he G blank and watch his 30 hit his top. Smack his waves, go insane, double land on with the game. Fuck ceilings on my mama, bitch, I let the 30 bang. Fuck whoever this the hood, if I see you, you better bud. I'm with the BRGs on my mama, we all hood. Bitch, you rolling or you moving, all my gangsters get to hooping. Let me see my op like and I bet this 30 get to shooting. Who the fuck is my ops? Honestly, no competing. If I got my Glock, bitch, I'm finna leave them wanna see me. No jumper, bitch, I'm with the homies, all summer. Dog double in, your bitch wanna be with the gang. If that nigga got some gold, I have the homies get his chain. I'm a chain snatcher, bitch, I'm a reverse Johnny Dang. Niggas take it to the net cause they know they scary. I got a big ass stick and I ain't talking hairy. Y'all niggas rats, I'm tryna kill you like Tom and Jerry. When it's go time, nigga, I bet you really scary. On hood, devil in, bitch, on hood. Fear the homies, nigga. On nothing nice, bitch, against the kid, nigga. Fear the homies.
Down trees right now, you know, we're so restricted environmentally. We're going to be freeing it up with an emergency order. We have an emergency order, and we're going to be freeing up our forests. We have more forests than almost anybody, and great lumber, great trees. We don't need anybody's trees. We don't need trees from Canada or anybody else. In fact, we have to put the slits, as they call them, the area, 50, 60-yard area in between areas of trees. It stops the fires. And frankly, California should have been doing that for years. It's almost getting late. They're going to run out of forests the way they're going. What a shame. And by the way, the water is flowing in California. I hope you people have, you know, we had a little skirmish in California. I can't believe we had to do that, but we opened up the water in California. The water was flowing into a place called the Pacific Ocean, which for the Pacific Ocean is only a drop. But for us, it's more water than we can use in California. So I'll get you some photographs, but it's a beautiful sight. The water is flowing in California. Beautiful water from the Pacific Northwest and beyond. And this has been going on for 20 years more in order to take care of a certain species of fish, which wasn't doing very well without water, I can tell you. So that's a big deal. It's like not reported. It's incredible. But California has a lot of water. That's going to take care of farmers. It's going to weten up the land. And it's going to go all the way down to Los Angeles, where they have curfews on water, where they have all sorts of blocks on water. You can only use so much. We're going to put until just recently, they were going to put a number of gallons per person living in a house in Beverly Hills on water. You're not going to have that problem anymore. Do you have a picture? Let me just see what that looks like. How beautiful is that? Look at that beautiful water flowing. Look at that. It's coming in the dikes and other means of transportation. Isn't that beautiful? Who would believe that? It's all water they could have had. I went to the governor during my first term and I said, why don't you do this? And they said they have an environmental problem with clean water. If this water were there, you wouldn't have had those fires. You had sprinklers. They make people put sprinklers in the ceiling of a home, and they had no water in them. With this, they would have had a lot of water in them. They would have all been full. You would have had a whole different deal down there. You probably wouldn't have had a fire, but if it was, it would have been small, would have been put out. You had the fire hydrants not working in California. So it's a beautiful site. These are canals that were built. These were all built. And you saw them for years. They were empty, concrete. They call them the V-shapes or the half pipes. And they're shaped different forms, but they're shaped. And they rush down through the farm areas where the farmers can take it and down to Los Angeles. And they were sitting empty for years. And now look at that. Look at that way it looked. It wasn't easy. We had to be very unfriendly to get into those areas. We opened it up.
Mr. President.
I essentially attacked California. Can you believe it? I attacked California. Let's go.
At the outset of your administration, sir, you committed to ending the weapon.
This dude hate California, bro. This dude hate California. Like, for real. Like, he think putting that salt water up in the canal is really gonna stop fires in California. Nothing gonna stop fires in California, bro. Like, that salt water is not gonna stop fires in California, bro. It's just not gonna happen, bro. And it takes years for you to even get unlimited water out here.
Weaponization of government, to holding those accountable who participated in the weaponization of government.
Hold it. This is a good one. Is everybody listening? Deranged Jack Smith. We're going to call it the Deranged Jack Smith signing or bill. Go ahead.
One law firm that provided pro bono legal services to the special counsel's office under Jack Smith's leadership was Covington and Burling. As a result of those actions, we're now going to be suspending and putting under review the security clearances for the attorneys and employees at that firm who worked with Jack Smith's team. And we're going to continue holding the people who were responsible for the weaponization of government and who supported it accountable for what they did.
And you'll be doing this with other firms as time goes by, right?
We're looking at sort of the whole panoply of options.
The weaponization of our system by law firms, even pro bono work they're doing just in order to clog up government, stop government. And nobody knows about it more than me. And hopefully that'll never happen again.
Covington and Burlington.
Mr. President, may I ask you a question about Europe? So long term, do you plan to maintain the number of U.S. troops?
Wait, I just want to savor this one, please. Who would like this pen? Hey, why don't you send it to Jack Smith? A deranged person.
Who worried that targeting an individual firm or individuals who aren't Jack Smith for his actions?
I've been targeted for 4 years, longer than that. So you don't tell me about targeting. I was the target of corrupt politicians for 4 years, and then 4 years after that. So don't talk to me about targeting. Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. President, there are approximately 2 million federal employees right now. By the end of your term, what do you expect that number to be? What would you like that number?
Well, it'll be lower, but I can't tell you. Everybody knows I ran on downsizing government, but making government better. I ran on tariffs and making our country rich, and that's what's going to do. We're going to be doing something else. It's going to be very.
And some money, but it was full of nonsense, make-believe, and fraud, and it was a way to get a green card that was low priced. So the president said, rather than having this sort of ridiculous EB-5 program, we're going to end the EB-5 program. We're going to replace it with the Trump Gold card, which is really a green card gold. So they'll be able to pay $5 million to the U.S. government. They'll have to go through vetting, of course. We're going to make sure they're wonderful, world-class global citizens. They can come to America. President can give them a green card, and they can invest in America, and we can use that money to reduce our deficit. Why do we give out lotteries of green cards? Why do we give out EB-5 for green cards? The President of the United States understands that the right answer is, why don't we eliminate the deficit of the United States of America instead?
The gold card, well, millions, but the gold card will bring in with it people that create jobs, very high level people. I think companies will pay to get people in. For instance, you today graduate from the Wharton School of Finance or Harvard or Stanford or any college, and nobody knows if you can even go to work for a company. So Apple and all these companies that want to get people to be working for them will be able to buy a card and for the people that are number one in their class at top schools. I see that as one of the things, but generally speaking, it'll be people with money and people that create jobs, and they won't have to pay any tax on income outside of the United States, which they're not paying right now. They're not citizens, but they'll have to pay if they create jobs in the United States. They'll pay full taxes like everybody else. So you're getting big taxpayers, big job producers, and we'll be able to sell maybe 1 million of these cards, maybe more than that. And if you add up the numbers, they're pretty good. As an example, 1 million cards would be worth $5 trillion. $5 trillion.
Wow.
And if you sell 10 million of the cards, that's a total of $50 trillion. Well, we have 35 trillion in debt. That'd be nice. So we'll see. But it could be great. Maybe it will be fantastic. We have it all worked out from the legal standpoint. It's totally legal to do. Hasn't been done before. It's been done in many different forms. We give them away. Why should we give them away? We shouldn't give them away. And I think it's something very exciting. I think it's potentially just something that we're all very excited about. So it's a gold card. It's somewhat like a green card, but at a higher level of sophistication. It's a road to citizenship for people, and essentially people of wealth or people of great talent, where people of wealth pay for those people of talent to get in, meaning companies will pay for people to get in and to have long-term status in the country. And I think it's something we're very, very happy about. Would you have anything to say about that?
Well, many other countries, by the way, do this, including, of course, your 51st state does that.
And the money's earmarked for deficit reduction?
It may be earmarked for deficit, but it actually could be more money than that. I mean, if you did 10 million, you'd have $15 trillion left over. But generally, it's going to be paid down debt. Yes.
Do you need Congress for this? Do you think you need?
No, we don't need Congress. No, because we're not doing citizenship. We're doing the card.
I see.
It's a path. It's a path to citizenship, a very strong path to citizenship. But we're not doing the citizenship. For that, I'd have to get Congress.
And would all countries be eligible for this gold?
Depends. The countries largely, the people will be vetted very carefully.
Mr. President, in Ukraine, would you provide military support for Ukraine in the future under a peace agreement?
Say it again louder.
Would you provide military support for Ukraine in the future as part
You mean like security?
Yeah.
Well, people are going to do it. I think Europe will largely be responsible for that. European countries will be responsible.
But Macron asked for a U.S. backup.
Well, we'll see. I mean, right now we're just in the process of negotiating. We've pretty much negotiated our deal on raw earth and various other things. We'll be looking at that security. You're talking about general security for Ukraine later on. I don't think that's going to be a problem. There are a lot of people that want to do it. And I spoke with Russia about it. They didn't seem to have a problem with it. So I think they understand. They're not going back in. Once we do this, they're not going back in.
So on that
gold card,
aircraft, wouldn't the U.S. provide, for instance, air defense?
Well, I just told you, right now we're not providing anything. You know, it's about Europe, too. Europe put in $100 billion and we put in $350 billion. It's not a fair thing. You know, we would normally say, and I say it now anyway, but we want equalization. They should put up actually more money than us because they're right there. We have an ocean in between. But we've had very good talks with Russia. We've had very good talks with Ukraine, and we think it maybe will come to an end and we'll stop killing young people all over the battlefield and elsewhere.
On Europe, so do you plan to maintain heavy military presence in Europe in the long term, like tens of thousands of troops?
We'll be involved. Yeah, we'll be involved in Europe. We're involved in Europe now. Europe is our friend. They take advantage of us on trade. We don't like that. What the EU does, we don't like that. But we'll solve that the old-fashioned way. We'll give them the same reciprocal numbers. You know, we're talking about a reciprocal tax. You know that. And if they charge us, we charge them. Right now, they charge us much, much more than we charge them. And they have non-monetary taxes also and tariffs. And we're going to change that. It's all changing. It's all changing. We're not going to be the the people that we were. We had people in this office sitting right at this desk or another model of this desk, because as you know, the other desk is right now being refurbished.
Steve been called for delaying his trip to the Middle East
No, not that I know of. No, Steve. And the Middle East has been great. Saudi Arabia has treated us really well. They really have. I think Qatar has treated us very well too. They want to get that whole mess ended in the Middle East. You know, we don't even talk about that anymore. You guys haven't asked one question about the Middle East, but the Middle East seems to be doing relatively well.
May I ask about the Middle East, sir, about the Middle East? For months, even before you were elected in November, you'd spoken about your desire to free all of those hostages that have been held by Hamas since October the 7th, a year and a half ago. And just a few weeks ago, you gave an ultimatum. You said if they're not all released by noon on February the 15th, there would be hell to pay. Is Hamas thumbing their nose at you, Mr. President?
No, I think the opposite. So, as you know, they weren't going to release any more hostages. And I said there's going to be hell to pay. And then they agreed that they were going to release the hostages that they had agreed to release, plus an extra one. And so that you could say that was a big difference. But I said it from that point, it's up to Bibi Netanyahu and Israel. I may have taken a different stance, but they did release, they went back to releasing the hostages. But if you remember, they said we weren't going to release any. They've totally ended it. And I said, well, they're not going to release any. They'll be held to pay. And but the rest is really up to him. What I may have done it differently than him. It's not my decision, it's his decision. But they did release all of those hostages. So.
Mr. President, when you spoke to Vladimir Putin, did he raise or did you discuss at all the possibility of a minerals deal on the Ukrainian land that Russia now controls?
I didn't discuss. I'd like to buy minerals on Russian land too, if we can. The rare earth. They have very good rare earth also. They both do. I would say that. And oil and gas. Look, it's a great thing. If we sell this, it's great for Russia too, because we can do deals there. They have very valuable land that isn't utilized. So something like that could take place, yeah. No, we haven't lifted any sanctions on anybody. I guess it will be at some point, but right now we haven't agreed to lift sanctions on anybody. You should be fascinated, right? Your taxes will go down to nothing.
Be eligible for a gold card?
Yeah, possibly. I know some Russian oligarchs that are very nice people. It's possible. They're not quite as wealthy as they used to be. They're not as wealthy as they used to be. I think they can afford. I think they can afford $5 million. No, a lot of people are going to want to. A lot of people are going to want to be in this country, and they'll be able to work and provide jobs and build companies and pay taxes, all of those things. It's an incredible thing. I mean, this is the group that is the first to hear.
That gold card is gonna be crap. Like that gold card, I don't know what he doing. He trying to get money off of people's sorrows, people's lives. He just said, "Oh, you ain't got to go through Congress." And people ain't hearing that shit. I mean, I don't know what you hear. Like Trump is crazy, bro. He have no facial expression on his face when he's saying this. Like, y'all crazy for even voting for this dude. And then this dude in the background laughing and smiling like he's all on Trump's nuts. Like all this trillions and billions of dollars Trump talking about for this gold card, for the green card, for these people to get in the United States. Ain't nobody gonna pay that. That's gonna be a failure. A straight up failure. Like, I don't know what Trump talking about, bro. That's gonna be a straight up failure. Because who you gonna get to pay that? $1 million for a damn gold card to get in the United States and work. Who's gonna pay that? They don't even care about getting. Other people don't even care about getting in the United States right now because he's president. So who's gonna pay that? We talking about California, how he opened up the canal for the damn fires and woo and all this stuff. The Pacific Ocean, that's salt water. Bro, I talked to Gemini on my phone. And Gemini said salt water do not put out fires at all. And then he talked about the government of California. Talking about, oh, he said no. He said he don't want it. But it's a reason he said he don't want it. Get 2 pairs of glasses and a knife. Examining it just America's best. It's all on. Oh, I can make it happen. 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 Why is Make It Great Again Maker when he should say, I can make it happen? That should be his logo. I can make it happen. Because all he doing is taking us through the mud and the dirt and the grind. Bro, y'all voted for this dude. Crazy.
We had Yasser here from Saudi Arabia, great guy. These are all great people, and they want to work it out. So if I can help them work it out, I don't get anything out of it. If I can help them work it out, I just think golf, it's very much of an individual sport, and you want to see the best players playing against each other, not playing in 2 different locations, right?
What's going to be more challenging, a PGA Live deal or a Russia-Ukraine deal?
I think the PGA deal is much more complicated.
Sir, may I ask the Middle East question, if I may? What's your take on what's happening in the West Bank, what Israel?
Well, it's a movement up there that a lot of people are concerned about. And there's been a lot of Israeli movement up there for a reason. All of a sudden, maybe they're not feeling so good about that. So that'd be terrible. I hope that doesn't happen. But there is movement up there that nobody knew about, right? You know that, right?
Yeah, and when you say, are you concerned about it as well?
I'm concerned about everything. I want the world to be peaceful. You know, when I left here, we had no war. We had defeated ISIS in less than 4 weeks. In fact, I took the general that defeated ISIS and I put him in charge of the whole ball game because that's what we want. We want winners. Raisin Cane, you know, Raisin. And when I heard that name, I said, I like that name. That's the kind of general I like. So we'll see. But he was great. He's a great soldier, not a politician, a soldier, a real soldier. You know that, Brian. This guy was the real. This guy's the this guy's the real deal. And I think he's going to do a great job. But think of it. We had no wars. We had no problems. We had no inflation. We had no problems. And then all of a sudden you have October 7th in Israel, which was horrible. And then you see what happened with Ukraine. Russia would have never gone in if the election weren't rigged. It was a rigged election. The 2020 election was rigged. And we got out of it. And you see.
Hold on, bro. He said we had no wars. But I could swear, bro. Do anybody remember when the coronavirus started? And everybody's saying it's Chinese. I could have sworn, bro, China said, if y'all keep saying it's Chinese, what against y'all? So what is he talking about? No wars. We're about to have a war. And we have no wars. The only wars were Ukraine and Russia and it's with the other countries, not with us. So we had no wars for decades. It ain't because of him. This country ain't never been good when he was in office. Everybody was dying. Your family was dying of corona, all that. Like, what the hell is he talking about? I'm not understanding, bro. Somebody please make me understand this.
The transparency medically, that was a big thing, but Biden canceled that one. He didn't cancel right to try, which is interesting. He didn't cancel Space Force. He was going to cancel Space Force. Space Force is turning out to be invaluable, amazing. We created Space Force. But think of it, we rebuilt our entire military, and now we're going to have to patch it up a little bit again because of what's happened. No, this was a grossly incompetent administration. The only thing they were good at was cheating in elections.
All right, I'm tired of listening to him. I'm about to end this right here. I'm tired of listening to him because all he says Biden. That's all I hear him saying. I don't hear him saying nothing that he did wrong, like letting the coronavirus get into the United States, letting all this sickness get into the United States. I'm not hearing nothing he did wrong. Letting the white people kill the black people. The list just go on and on and on and on. It's just crazy. I'm out. I'll see y'all later.